What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. This is a special video for me because ever since I got the Trackhawk, my biggest complaint was that I didn't have a ProClip set up for it, and I guess I kind of slacked for a little bit, but ProClip came through super clutch, sent me a bunch of awesome things today. Like I've mentioned in many videos before, I've used ProClip in so many of my vehicles, even my winter beater, my Tahoe, that's actually my, well, was my most reliable vehicle. Now it's like I just can't go without having this in my vehicle. So this is what we got today. What they did send me was a brand new holder because I did switch. I do have an iPhone XS Max, but I did switch from the larger OtterBox case, I guess it's the Defender, to a commuter, so it's a smaller one that I ended up having to put grip tape on. That's a topic for another day. But the case that I did have was a little bit too big, so they sent me this, so I'm gonna try that out. They also sent me two different mounts. They sent me a console mount, which goes to the right of the shifter handle, and then they sent me a center mount, which goes on the vent, either of your vents, the left or the right, depending on where we want. So we're gonna obviously try one of those today. They also sent me two cool stickers, which I've already had their sticker, so I'm gonna have to put the sticker somewhere else, which I have a feeling is going to end up right on my toolbox next to the Blackview sticker. Cool stuff. They sent me a t-shirt, which I love this color. I love the t-shirt. It says ProClip USA, and now on the back it says mount something, which we're about to do. So this was a handwritten, which I really love, card from them. So you say thank you, I say you're welcome, but thank you right back for awesome products. Let's not waste too much time. No more fumbling time, baby. So let's put this aside. We're gonna open these things up. I'm gonna do a brief rundown of how we're setting this up, and we're gonna test both. Actually, I have a feeling I'm gonna end up with the vent. The guys at ProClip actually told me that it's the most popular one is the vent mount, so I'm gonna try this out, but I have a concern about the angle. But you know, there's only so much you can do with what you're given, and the interior of this is, it is what it is. So let's try it out. Let's see what it looks like. I'm very excited. Let's go. So to start out, we have our new phone case. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna get that set up real quick. So for these cases, all you need to do is just loosen up a screw here and a screw here. This screw in the middle is for the actual mount. And then what you're gonna do is just spread the arms out. I'm gonna take my phone, like I said, I'm gonna close it in on there. I'm gonna get it to where I think it's nice. I'm gonna tighten it a little bit, and I'm gonna test fit it again. It's a small process, but you get it. That's what you do. Nice and snug. Okay, so now that we've got these sized up, that was part number one. Part number two was you loosen up the screw, the center screw there, and we're gonna take the backing of that off, which that's what this is. And basically now what we're going to do is we're going to take these to the inside of the vehicle, try to mount them up, put them both on, see which one I like the most, and then we're going to take our screws, put this backing in there, and we're going to go from there. So I've decided, since I'm going to be testing both, there's no point in putting all four of the screws on this. So what I'll end up doing is just putting a screw here, and then when I finally make a decision, I'll tighten everything down completely. But we're gonna just take this inside, figure out where this goes, show you how it mounts, show you how it looks with the phone case on it, and we'll go from there. Okay, so this is where we are in the cabin, and from the looks of the picture to install this, it looks like this is basically centered here. So what we're gonna do is take their little pry tool, we're gonna pry it in here. I'm not gonna take the tape off of these just yet. I wanna see what everything looks like hooked up, and then we'll see what happens. So just some words of advice. This pry tool is super sharp. It's probably way sharper than it should ever be. Be very careful. I almost made a nice little gouge into leather interior trim, which would really suck. Once you come under here, you're basically just gonna push in, and then you're gonna come up until you get this to pop a little bit. Then you can stick in a larger pry tool. Now, again, even these, the hooks, the claws on this, they're like this. They're really aggressive and sharp again. So you gotta make sure you're very careful that you're not gonna scratch everything, since I'm gonna be removing this after this test if it doesn't work out. I don't wanna put adhesive yet. I don't wanna deal with any of that stuff. So basically, we're just gonna test this out. I'm gonna put this on here and screw it down. So this is what it will look like as you're about to get into your vehicle if you installed it right there. From the outside, looks pretty cool. I have no real big complaints except for one. Let's show you. So these are gonna be my two biggest complaints. One, there's no, I guess, real way to get the angle like this. This is what I'm used to, is the phone being like here. So if that would have been possible to get it somehow in that general area, standing up, I guess like this, that would have been great, just like I had on my charger. Now again, this isn't bad, but my fear is that anybody that's sitting in that passenger seat, I already am at a deficit here because I have a car seat. So there's only so much travel. It's basically as far back as you're possibly going. And the other issue is going to be, if they're sitting here, their legs are going to bang into things. So basically we've got an angle issue and we've got a kneel issue, because for sure that's in there. That's definitely in their leg space, for sure. This is why I wanted both sent, because, you know, just from the pictures and stuff, I kind of had a feeling. But what we're gonna do now is we're gonna leave this base on there for the time being, and for right now what we're gonna do is take the other one and put it into place and see how we like it. Okay guys, pros and cons time. Pro is when I'm sitting in this driver's seat and I look over, my phone can register my eyes a lot easier than if it's from this side. So if I turn it on, again, it's right there by my head and it unlocked. You can't see it because my phone's got to be set for higher brightness inside the cabin. Great, right? But I like this mount better, much better. So this is definitely not going to be one we use at the moment, although I would like to revisit this mount at a later time. I think there's potential, but it's just not going to work out the way I'm hoping for at the moment. So when you get in, let me see if now I have too much lighting. Is that the case? Yeah, that's the case. So when you get in, this is what you're going to be met with. I think it looks good. Overall, I'm starting to get this like police officer vibe, which is hilarious. It's just starting to look that way. I'm going to take this out. I think, like I said, it'll be for another time. I'm going to revisit this at another day. This is where this is going to stay. I love this. Have no complaints, no regrets. Everything looks pretty nice, super clean, super typical quality from ProClip. Again, if you have any vehicle, go on their website and check and see if they have a vehicle specific mount for you. They have the best stuff. I would not mount my phone with any other phone clip system. I just would not. They look the best, they are the best, everything's nice. I can still access my steering wheel, and you know, it's nice. Again, I want to obviously test and see how it is with aggressive driving, which, you know, happens, and turning and whatnot, but it does leave just enough room, so I think it's going to be fine. So what I'm going to do is put the other two screws into this backing piece, and we're going to call it a finished project. So just to do a final wrap up, this clip is going to be awesome if we can make a few little tweaks to it. It's in the location that I'm more confident about, more comfortable with, but I do really like the vent mount just because of the ease of looking at my phone and operating my phone. So A+, they know what they're doing over there. So two things One, be very careful. This fucker is so sharp. Like, the edge could really, like, cut me. I'm not kidding. Like, I'm honestly convinced, you know, that I could just, like, it cut plastic. So this could damage your interior if you're not paying attention, so please pay attention. But so far, very, very, very excited. So took it for a ride, and you know, I'm not gonna lie, I like the functionality of it. I like how everything is laid out. It's nice. The only thing I want to figure out is gonna be the cord. Maybe there's a way to, I don't know, I think there's got to be a better way, a way to tuck it somehow. Like, even like that would be nice, just so there's not too much slack. I don't know, we'll see. Literally the only complaint I have, and I knew going into this that this was gonna be a thing and something that I was gonna have to just deal with, but this obviously blocks the vent. And when it's, you know, what does it say? 88 degrees. It definitely feels like it's in the 90s. We've had a couple really hot days on the way, and you know, you're talking about basically just eliminating a source of cool for me. This still works. I mean, I can angle that over. I'm not really too stressed about that, but it's just I guess it's just another vent being blocked, and this one, obviously, because of the way that things are stacked, I can't feel this one unless my hand's here, and that's all the way over, so my hand needs to be here. That's not hitting me, so it's it is what it is. I'm still quite cool in the car, and I have the cooled seats on, so I'm definitely not in any bad way, so can't really complain. But like I said, this is definitely worth it. It looks awesome, and I'm very happy with it. So thumbs up from me. Thumbs up, like that, just like that. Thumbs up. I definitely stand behind ProClip. I'm excited about that company, and I probably will order something for my wife's compass, because now that I have these in the car, she is like, oh, do they have something for my vehicle? So of course, you know how that's gonna go. Again, this is our final product. I'll have to turn the light ad here. Looks cool. Like I said, it's starting to look like a police vehicle in here, but it certainly isn't. But thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys on the next one, which will probably be filmed today. So the next one starts soon. You won't see it today, but the next one starts soon. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Told you I'd find a place for that sticker. Oh yeah.